Mark Brown, the Iowa Naturalist Teaching, Faith Forests, and Stewardship. Mark Brown is a conservation educator based in Waterloo, Iowa. He spent more than 30 years walking Iowa's trails, teaching people how to identify native plants, forage responsibly, and care for the land. At 52, he's a well-known figure across the Cedar Valley region, including Cedar Falls and Waverly. His approach blends hands-on nature education with faith-based values and community service. Brown leads workshops, mentors youth, and creates spaces for people to slow down and reconnect with nature. He founded Rooted Renewal, a local initiative focused on native gardening, education, and spiritual reflection through stewardship. Every tree, every stream, every season has something to teach us, not just about science, but about patience, renewal, and grace. He says, Brown grew up in the woods of northeast Iowa. He remembers being 5 or 6, walking through forests, and trying to name every tree he saw. His father took him fishing in the Wapsipinicon River, and those early days sparked a lifelong connection to the land. Nature became a quiet place, where I felt free, grounded, and curious all at once. He says, over time, Brown's interests grew to include mushroom foraging, woodworking, and wildlife tracking. He started leading small nature walks for friends and church groups. That led to public workshops, school programs, and eventually a broader regional effort to promote local conservation. Brown teaches people of all ages. He's especially passionate about working with youth. His workshops cover everything from identifying red oaks and white oaks to spotting edible fungi. But he also teaches larger lessons, like how to pay attention, be patient, and care for what's around you. If we don't teach the next generation to love and respect nature, we risk losing it, he says. He mentors teens through wrestling and outdoor programs, connecting sports to conservation through shared values like discipline and resilience. His woodworking hobby is also tied to his mission. He only uses reclaimed wood and often engraves pieces with quotes from scripture or naturalists. He's also launched Sunday in the Woods, a video series where he reads scripture and reflects on ecological topics while sitting outdoors. These short videos help people slow down and think about their relationship with the natural world. Brown has visited over 30 national parks, from Acadia to Zion. He doesn't just go for the views. For him, every park visit is a lesson and a way to bring new energy back to Iowa. Every park has its lesson. Some teach resilience, others remind you of the quiet power of observation. He says, after visiting Glacier National Park, he led a native plant walk in Waterloo. After hiking the Smokies, he organized a tree planting day in Waverly with 60 local volunteers. He believes travel helps people see what's possible when land is protected, and then challenges them to do something about it at home. The real work begins when they come home, Brown says. For Brown, stewardship is a spiritual practice. He often quotes Psalm 19 or Genesis when speaking to church groups. To me, planting a tree is an act of faith. It's a gesture of hope, a belief in tomorrow, he says. He leads faith-based retreats for teens and young adults that combine outdoor skills with scripture. These retreats include hands-on work like building compost bins, as well as quiet reflection under the trees. His events begin with prayer and end with shared discussion. Brown is now developing a nonprofit called Rooted Renewal to bring this work into more churches and schools across Iowa. It includes curriculum kits, pollinator gardens, and downloadable conservation challenges. Brown wants to see more Iowans reconnect with nature, not just as recreation, but as responsibility. He's working with local leaders on community garden projects, trail cleanups, and native landscaping ordinances. His recent campaign, Parks to Prairie, encourages families who visited national parks to adopt local natural sites. Nature isn't something we visit, it's something we're part of, Brown says. He's also writing a book called From Mountains to Meadows, which explores how park travel can inspire local conservation. It will include stories, scripture, and simple actions families can take in their own backyards. In a time of climate anxiety, screen fatigue, and political division, Mark Brown's message stands out for its clarity and calm. His work isn't loud or flashy. It's grounded, patient, and community-focused. He reminds us that caring for the land doesn't require a degree or a platform. It just takes attention, love, and the willingness to act. Whether he's leading a hike, planting milkweed in a churchyard, or teaching a teen how to track animal prints, Brown is planting more than trees. He's planting a culture of care. We can't protect what we don't understand, and we won't understand unless we experience it together, he says. And that's exactly what Mark Brown is helping Iowa do.